You guys, how are you?
Good, James. Maybe the obvious question here is to go back to October 19th of last year. So I'm going to take you back there again. I'd like to know more specifics of you passing out in the pile.
Yeah.
Were you? I talked to you after the game. You told me how your face mask got stuck with Griffin Peters, or with
Palmer,
Griffin Palmer, and you're stuck there, and then the pile on, and you couldn't. So walk me through. You make the kick. You get piled on. You nearly pass out. Walk me through that whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I was talking to this with Blake yesterday. We were kind of going through it again because we saw it playing on the TV, and I hit the ball. I knew it was good right away. And Blake always kind of like jabs at me because I didn't turn at him, and then I looked at Griffin first, and he always says I big timed him, but I turned to Griff, and then he hit me in the head like super hard, I guess, and our face mask got stuck. And I didn't really want to go down on the ground because I've heard from other guys that if you get on the ground, you can pass out. It's kind of scary. So, and then our helmets got stuck, and then Griff kind of got hit, and I got hit. We went down together. It's pretty romantic, I guess. And and Griff was literally 2 inches from my face the entire time. And then he saw me at the bottom. My eyes rolled back, and then Jake Cerny saw me, and they were trying to get everyone off of me. But yeah, it was, I don't know. It's fun. I don't remember a lot leading up to the kick, but everything really after the kick was pretty vivid in my mind. And I try and go back there a lot of times, just like that sense of, enjoyment and how proud I was. And, if I'm struggling kicking, I can go back there, and it's a good mental cue for me now. And it was definitely a super special day.
And do you remember completely losing consciousness to the point where you woke back up and were catching your surroundings, or what just happened kind of thing, or how did that play out?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I remember just completely blacking out and seeing some stars, and then I was hearing I just heard the crowd, and I thought it was literally I thought I was in a movie or something, or a dream. I heard the faint crowd in the background, and I mean the video of me getting lifted up, I'm super pale in the face. I don't really know where I am. And I mean, that's how I felt. I didn't know where I was at all for a good 2 seconds, and I realized what happened. But yeah,
it looked like when they lifted you up that you almost had another kind of pass out moment. You're smiling, and then your face goes whoa, and then you're back.
Yeah.
Was that kind of hey, am I going to pass out again kind of thing?
I think that was a realization to where it was real. That was when I pinched myself and realized what happened. I think the first, smile was, all right, this is a really cool dream. And then came back down, and then was oh, okay, this really happened, and then kind of enjoyed it from there.
And last question. So when you go through something like that, did you have a thought when you kind of gathered your surroundings, did I make it? Did you have this understanding the whole time that's why you're probably in the bottom of a pile, or did you ever have this, okay, what just happened?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I kind of, right when I hit it, I knew I made it. But I guess after the pile and after I got up, I kind of forgot it, the kick even happened. I was in that situation, and I mean, everything kind of came rushing back to me, everything. And then I saw it on the scoreboard. It was playing over again and stuff like that. So yeah, it was pretty awesome looking back on it.
Okay. Thanks for taking me back.
Appreciate it.
Hey, James, how cool is it to start the season against that same team? How do you feel about playing with Wisconsin again?
It's awesome. It's kind of getting the whole team. The whole team is super bought in right now, and super. I think they might have done it on purpose to get a little more TV viewers because of what's at stake. And I'm super excited to get up there and kick in that stadium, even with no fans. It's going to be a little different, but still going to be a really good atmosphere. And now a Friday night, which is even better. They're super pumped up about it. Everyone's ready to get going in the locker room. It's super competitive right now, and I think everyone's just ready to hit someone else, and I can't wait.
You've been up there before, I assume, right? You've been there for games before.
Yeah, I went up there the last time we were up there.
Sure.
I think it was my junior year when
So
Chase was kicking.
You know how intimidating it could be with fans. Without fans, does that change the dynamic a lot for you, or does it not matter at all?
That's kind of the question. I've heard from a lot of NFL guys that the no fans it can be bizarre for some people.
Right.
Some people don't really notice it that much. Coach Belichick compared it to practice in an interview. But yeah, I think if you kind of go with the mindset of, in practice every day when we kick it, there's no fans there, and you're kicking if we're in the stadium, you're kicking to a blank stands. So yeah, I think it shouldn't be too different. Maybe just a little bit of adjusting, but I don't really expect it to alter too many things.
You guys are first up in the Big Ten, playing on Friday night. Are you happy about that part of the thing? Are you happy to get going there a little bit earlier than having to wait till Saturday?
Yeah, I think everyone's a little excited that we get going a day early. We wish it was this weekend almost. Everyone's just ready to go.
Right.
So if we can get it just that much sooner, I think sooner the better.
And the last thing, this is kind of a free year for guys. You didn't really get to kick much last year. Are you going to come back for next year? Is that the plan? Do you have any idea at this point?
Yeah, obviously that's something that I haven't put too much focus on just because we're super locked in on this season. But, if I get the opportunity to, go back to my homeland and play, I think that's definitely something that I'm going to heavily consider. But right now, Blake and I have been talking about it, and we're just focusing on the season at hand, and then, all that other stuff we can address once the season's over.
Thanks, James.
No problem.
Hey, James, how you doing?
Hey, Joey.
Hey, so you mentioned you go back sometimes to that Wisconsin kick for like a confidence thing. When did that start? Like, was it immediately, or did it take some months to kind of process that and use that as that confidence meter?
I wouldn't say I used it too much last season because it was pretty fresh, but now looking back on it, trying to keep positive thoughts, positive affirmation, stuff like that is super important for a specialist. And that's just a moment in time that I felt my best. I felt super confident out there, and try and replicate that feeling with every kick. And I guess this offseason I've worked on that, with my consistency and having, similar thoughts and confidence again. But yeah, I think that Wisconsin kick definitely did help me gain confidence. But I don't think I really noticed it until the off season and started implementing that in my routine.
Before that kick, did you have another kick, or was that such a surreal moment that it's kind of hard to replicate that other than that kick?
Yeah, there's definitely kicks that you go out there and you're very confident with. I can recall a couple weeks before that against Nebraska, I had like a 47-yarder in the fourth quarter, and I remember going out there and I was super confident. So I still go back to that kick sometimes. I like to change it up a little bit here and there, and just go back to those moments in time where I felt really good, felt the most confidence I have, and then go from there.
I've been meaning to ask, who won the golf? Was it you or Robinson?
I think that we played twice since there. The first day we went out right after our call, he beat me, and then the second time I beat him. So it was I think it's a good match. We were a couple of strokes within each other.
Thanks, James.
I appreciate it.
Hey, James, hope you're well, man. I'm just wondering, after the year you had last year, what are the areas you're really looking to improve as the second year as the guy?
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious where I need to improve. It's the consistency that you need from a Big Ten kicker and that you want. those quote unquote chip shots that, I missed, definitely are kicks that I want back. And I think now this offseason is something I've, really focused on, inside 45 yards is the place that I want to see my most improvement. And I think with the training I've done, with Coach Ligg and Coach Schwetman, I really hope to see that improvement. Done a lot of mental stuff, done a lot of visualization in those areas, and I've seen the results in practice. And, I really can't wait to get out to the game and, prove to myself, prove to other people that my consistency is there. And, pretty much that.
Liggs has really improved the special teams unit overall since he got here. What do you think makes him so effective as a teacher and a developer for you guys?
It's super easy to buy into Coach Liggs' his whole thing. It's super easy to buy into him because he cares so much about special teams and he cares so much about our performance and our effort. And you're around him so much, and his just personality is so like everyone can just like buy into it, and it's easy to buy into because you want to win for a coach like Coach Ligg. He shows he cares, and I think his expectations that he sets out for his players, if you want to meet them, you have to perform, and you have to show that you want to play and you care. Special teams is all about effort, and the phases of special teams, they can change how a game goes. It's punt return, kickoff return. Those are the core four that we always talk about. And time and time again, the top teams in the country have the top special teams units. And some of the guys, Christian Boback, Mike Marquez, Sean Coughlin, Alec McCarron, those guys, year in, year out have gone out there and proven to the team and got the respect from the team, that the same respect you have for anyone else in the team, because they go out there and do all the, the gritty stuff that doesn't get the spotlight, but, they're as important to the team than anyone else. So, and I can put that down, to Coach Liggs and how he attacks every day, and how the expectations he sets out for us. And he's an amazing coach, and I'm super grateful that I'm under him.
And sorry, I just had a quick follow-up to Bob's question about the extra year of eligibility. When you saw that rule, how quickly did your mind turn to, wait, they're kicking off in Ireland and I might have a chance? Like, and what's the draw of that for you?
Yeah, I saw that, and I didn't know if that was, even if we played this year, if that rule was still going to hold up. But now I've learned that there's a possibility that we might. And, to have that opportunity where I can go back home and play in front of my family, and, it's unbelievable. My parents still don't really believe that is a possibility, but it would be definitely something surreal, and it'd be amazing. Definitely.
Thanks, James.
Thanks, Jeremy. We good? All good. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, James.
Take care.